Hey everyone, it's Andrew from Songwish, and if you think I sound exactly like Brandon, you're right because we're identical twins. Anyways, we're both really excited for the launch of reMIDI 2, and we hope you're excited as well. I put together a project that I did using reMIDI 2 just to show how I did it, and although it's not going to be a cook up, sorry about that. We'll do more, but I'm just going to show you how I have reMIDI set up and how you can make a really dope beat with it. You can make any kind of style with it, but I chose to do a trap hip hop beat. So without further ado, I'm just going to show how I have an instrument loaded up, a guitar, a guitar. Let's see, just the Contact library, Native Instruments, jazz guitar, and so we'll see what that sounds like. I got the keyboard here for Logic, so I'm just gonna press a few notes. Basically, what I did here, you can double click this file that I have already loaded. It's Talus. So if I double click it, it'll show where it is in the folder, Renaissance. So this is your factory MIDI. You guys get this all when you buy reMIDI. And so I'll go back into Renaissance, load it in my Talus, and let's try some notes out. Just hitting my keyboard controller. You'll see that it loops when you hold a note down, and you can just press a whole bunch of slices, change the size. So some of you know how this works already. If you don't, check out our overview video for reMIDI 2. It's pretty helpful. We put a lot of work into explaining everything clearly, all the features, and we're just going to show more videos of making beats with it in loops. So that's what we have in store. And so basically what I did with this one was I started with a guitar and I put some effects on it, got some Logic built in. What's this plugin called again? Space. It's right there, Space Designer. And it's pretty cool because I just hit the reverse button on the reverb without it. It's cool reverb, but I like putting a reverse reverb. And so that's that. So then, yeah, you just basically the idea is you load reMIDI in when you're in Logic as a MIDI effects, and then you load in your instruments, and you can configure them however you want with audio effects, so that you get a cool sound. And if you don't have Logic with MFX, you just load the plugin synth, and you can have the internal sound of the piano sound. It's a grand piano. We just added it instead of the sine wave synth. And yeah, you just load up your instruments that you route to it the same way. Not the exact same way, but we can make videos showing how to use it in other DAWs if you want. And just put in the comments which DAW you want us to show reMIDI inside, and we'll do it. No problem. So basically, we're in Logic here, and this is the setup that I like. I like using the MIDI effect. Like I said, just get the plugins you want, the sound you want. It's all customizable because you're triggering MIDI. So that's why we have a lot of fun with it over here at Songwish. So you get your slices, and then basically I have another guitar here. Sometimes I find it cool to just hit the duplicate button there, and you get another copy of what you had set up previously on your first track. So you set yourself up with reMIDI and whatever VSTs you love and effects, and then you can just keep duplicating them and see what other results you can get, like make layers. Like the first loop I made here was I just started, hitting notes like this, and it came out like this. Now you can see that the notes are hitting. The keyboard here can show which notes are hitting. And then what you heard there was this second one. This one is just, I sustained this note in the piano roll editor. So I configured reMIDI here. I think it has the same settings as my first reMIDI. Let's see. Yeah, you check out the parameters. They're the same. But basically what I did to get the different sound is the first bunch of notes that I shot into it, they're just short. So short and stabby. And then basically for this is a transition that I made here. Kind of, if I go to the automation, you can see that it just fades it in for a transition and it punches in here. And then with the drums and bass. And so yeah, basically this copy track is still guitar. It's just I sustain the notes for longer. Sorry, everything's in the way here. But basically, yeah, I just, like I said, you could go stabby or you can go long. And in this second section, I went long with it. There's the transition. And yeah, that basically sums it up, what I did with that project. And yeah, and we're really excited just to see what everyone can come up with. Please share it and like and subscribe to this channel. Appreciate the support, and peace.